Boom, 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 boom.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away.
Made it. Finally did a show. Finally did a show. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for canceling yesterday. I really did want to do one on the 4th, but I woke up in the morning, dog tired. 4:30 a.m. on a holiday, you know. And I was dog tired. I said, you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it at nap time. We'll do it in the afternoon. Well, got a little too busy with family stuff. I'm sure everyone can relate to that, or at least understand that. But here we are. And then this morning, last night, I was planning on doing one this morning. Last night, I made the decision to cancel it last night. The fireworks just stayed up way too late, man. Hoping that I got 4 little kiddos, hoping the fireworks didn't wake them up. So it was a long night, but here we are. Here we are. The day after the 4th, also known as the 5th of July. Little 4th of July hangover. Amber over on the YouTube side. Good afternoon, Amber. We're the only generation of Americans that elected a president who was found guilty of felonies, found liable for fraud, sexual abuse. Trump's been out on bail since 2023. Well, that's our that's why this is a great country, because you know, whether you agree or not, which I don't with those charges and kangaroo court, you're able to have your own opinion. And someone that is getting railroaded by the justice system can still become president. How cool is that? Where else in the world can that happen? But glad to have you here, Amber. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game On. This is your sports rare afternoon espresso shot. We're going to be doing some more of these. I'm going to be doing some tomorrow. Might be doing some uncensored pharmacists tomorrow too. But I got a plan to do some extra content, some Rumble premium content only tomorrow. So you'll want to tune into that. Make sure you're a premium member. If you aren't already, you should consider joining, because I've got a special show for you guys tomorrow. Click the little link if you're watching on Rumble. Right down there next to the name, you know, right below this video is a little join premium. If you do that, I get credit for sending you there. So that's kind of cool. Win-win for everyone. Welcome back, though. I'm here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. We have a lot to talk about. We got to catch up on baseball and how I am on the ropes for the Survivor contest, because I guess Phillies decide that they don't want to play baseball competently anymore. Good on them. I need them to win today and tomorrow. So we'll go over that. We got big news. Donald Trump announces the Patriot Games. Yeah, the Patriot Games. When he was announcing stuff, I'm like, this is for next year. Like, we're doing a whole year celebration, getting prepared for the big 250th birthday of America next year. And one of the things is the Patriot Games, which is pretty cool, because we'll talk about it a little bit, but it's some of the best high school athletes from all 50 states are going to get together to compete in these games, which is pretty cool for those high school athletes, you know, do something like that. And then to cap it off, next year, July 4th is on a Saturday, and Donald Trump announced a UFC event on the 4th. And no, it's not in Vegas. Going to do it at the White House, on the lawns of the White House. Pretty cool. We'll talk about that a little bit. Plus, whatever else is going on in the sports world, we'll take a look at what baseball games haven't started yet. We'll see if we can run through some of those odds, if we can find some winners. I was a loser on the Joey Chestnut hot dog eating contest. I had him under 70, and he got 70 and a half, which is kind of BS. He started like a second or two before the timer started ticking down. It's kind of BS. But hey, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So as a Patriots fan, I got to tip my cap to him. We'll do that. Man, this big, beautiful bill and the gambling tax in it just gets worse and worse. But hey, it'll all work itself out in the end. I got a new, so we've been covering Phil Steele magazine, covering college football, right? I still have not learned how to talk with this tooth missing, by the way. Cheers. Hi, everyone. You know, me and my hockey expertise here. I haven't figured out how to talk without a lisp, so I do apologize if I get a little lispy. But we've been covering college football in the Phil Steele magazine. I got another thing, and I need to download it on this computer. I have it on my laptop. Hold up. Wait a minute. I went and bought a NFL preview from God, what's his name? Warren Sharp. Warren Sharp. How about that? I bought this little, here, I'll share it with you. Little football preview from him. And it's got some nuggets. I've only read through the first like 40 pages of it. It's got some good nuggets. So we'll do some premium stuff on this, but there it is. It's this thing. And I encourage you guys to go get it. I think it's on sale for like 20, 25 bucks or something like that. But it's got, oh, whoa. Whoa, what happened there? What happened there? This thing. Warren Sharp's 2025 football preview. The fastest way to get smart for the 2025 NFL season. It's got a lot of great stuff in here, but you guys should go check it out. It's a little digital version. $100 better, by the way, last year, following Warren Sharp's picks. If you tailed every single one of his picks, you would have made over $15,000. I think this guy knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? All documented, all recorded on here. He had over 70% last year on totals in the NFL, which is just wild. Just wild. But we got, as you can see, we got all the teams. We got a bunch of fun stuff in here too. I'm on page like 45. I'm going through the efficiency tables. Those are great. So that's something we can do in the premium hours and whatnot. So we got that. But yeah, let's dive right in. Let's get into this stuff. Let's check out baseballs, and some of the games have started. Let's recap what happened yesterday on the 4th, and then we'll get into today's games and odds. That way we don't put that off to the end like we normally do, and these games are already getting started. If there's a bet you like, maybe we snag it. But yesterday, the Red Sox defeat the Nationals 11-2. Reds defeat the Phillies 9-6. I hate the Phillies, man. What are we doing? Cubbies defeat the Cardinals 11-3. Mets beat the Yankees 6-5. Twins beat the Rays 4-3. Mariners 6-0 victory over the Pirates. Padres 3-2 victory over the Rangers. Blue Jays, Angels goes to extras, and the Blue Jays are victorious. Tigers defeat the Guardians 2-1. Brewers 6-5 victory over the Marlins. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, no, Pirates didn't score. I was going to say, do we have a day where every team at least scored a run? Orioles, by the way, the Cubbies, I think we talked about them just a second ago. Where are they at? They had like 10 home runs in that game. Insane. Brewers 6-5 victory over the Fish. Orioles 3-2 victory over the Braves. White Sox defeat the Rockies 3-2. Astros 18-1 ass whooping on the Dodgers. Oh boy, that's going to knock some people out of Survivor. I know that if the Dodgers don't win the next two. 9-3 victory for the Royals over the Diamondbacks, and the A's defeat the Giants 11-2. How about that? How about that? Rick Allen says, bro, Dana doesn't go open air venues. You know, I have a feeling he might make an exception here. And don't they do open air? Didn't they do open air over in Abu Dhabi? Had a fight in that extreme heat. Be at the mercy of weather. Dana doesn't do that. Well, we'll see. It's a pretty cool concept. You know, it's pretty cool. I think they're going to get something done. Trump wouldn't have put it out there if Dana wasn't for it. And I mean, look, already we'll get into this, but you have fighters. Yeah, John Jones coming out of early retirement, which it was a whole 13 days, wanting to fight this thing. You got Conor McGregor who wants to fight this thing. Say what you want about McGregor, he still is a huge draw, even though he hasn't fought since July of 21. If the Chandler and McGregor fight finally happens, that would be cool. I mean, they could make a really fun firework fest card. So we'll get in that here in a second. Let's take a look at the games today real quick, and then we'll talk about this UFC stuff. Here's what we got for today for the games that haven't started yet. We'll go through the ones that haven't started. Reds Phillies are about to start. I need the Phillies, and luckily they're -190 favorite here. Reds +162. Action Network expert likes the Reds, but 89% of the money's on the Phillies. Oh God, I don't like that. Red Sox, excuse me. Red Sox Nationals. Red Sox -115. Road favorites Nationals. Even money dog. 64% of the money is on the Sox. Brewers, Marlins. Brewers minus 140 favorites. Marlins plus 118 home dog. Sharp money, big money likes the fish today. But 62% of the money is back in the Brewers. Orioles, Braves. Braves minus 115 or 155 home favorites. Orioles plus 130 on the comeback. Sharp money on the Braves. 64% of the overall money is back in the Braves. Royals and the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks minus 130 home favorites. Royals plus 115 on the comeback. Sharp money on the Diamondbacks there. 79% of the money back in the Diamondbacks today. Yankees, Mets. Yankees minus 145. Road favorites. Mets plus 122. Big money on the Yankees. Action Network expert likes the Mets, though, but 92% of the overall money on the Yankees. The Yankees are just terrible right now. Terrible. Astros, Dodgers. Dodgers minus 145. Home favorites. Astros plus 125. Big money back in the Astros today. Money is split. I'm rooting for the Astros in that one, so it knocks people out of our survivor pool. Tigers, Guardians. Guardians plus 118 home dogs. Tigers minus 135 road favorites. Big money on the Tigers. Action Network expert likes the Guardians, though, but 94% of the overall money on Detroit there. White Sox, Rockies. Rockies minus 118. White Sox even money dogs. Sharp money, big money on the Rockies. The Rockies have been dogs in 65, I think, straight games or 67 straight games. This is the first time they're favored. How crazy is that? 67% of the money on the Rockies. Rangers, Padres. Padres minus 120. Even money dogs for the Rangers. Sharp money on the Rangers. 64% of the overall money on the Padres. Giants, A's. Giants minus 170 road favorites. A's plus 145. Home dog. Sharp money. Action Network expert likes the A's, but 87% of the overall money is on San Francisco. And your night game, Pirates, Mariners. Mariners minus 165. Home favorites. Pirates plus 140. They got shut out yesterday. Can they muster up some sort of offense today? We will see. There we go. We have that, and that's baseball today. Let me know if you like anything. 18-1 says Brandon Hallam. Yes, they were not stopping yesterday. Wonder how many home runs they had. Let's see. I guess we just go to team stats. 1, 2, 3. That guy had 2. Altuve had 2 yesterday. So 3, 4, 5. 5 dingers yesterday. Whew. Will Smith had 1 had the only run for the Dodgers yesterday. How about that? Let's go talk about this thing. Oh God, if I can get to it. Let's go talk about. Hey, shout out to Frank. Look at Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank said, if anyone can lose weight, or if I can lose weight, anyone can do it. This was Frank just a few years ago. Now look at him. Dude hadn't jogged in like 15 years. Yeah, 5, Brandon. 5 of them. How crazy is that? Look at Frank, though, man. Hadn't jogged in 15 years, and he was out jogging the other week. Good for him. Good for him. Let's talk about this. The greatest sporting event ever, July 4th, UFC Patriot Games. How cool would that be? Now, I don't think it's going to be like this. That would be weird, but who knows? They have a whole year to plan it. And if Donald Trump put it out there, you got to think that him and Dana talked about it. He doesn't just fly off the cuff like that. You know what I mean? He might, though. You know, if Trump wants something done, he pushes people around to get it done. John Jones, after hearing about this, decides to come out of retirement and join back into the drug testing pool after retiring for a whole 13 days. Aspinall and Jones on July 4th next year. You don't even need to bring fireworks because I think it's going to be fireworks. Here's another picture. That's crazy. Could you imagine being invited to that to watch it? Oh, God. It says that, look at this. I mean, you guys were saying Dana doesn't do this, or who was saying that? Rick was saying he doesn't do that, but Dana did just say, according to this report, they will be holding an event at the White House next year. It's not clear how far along the planning for the event is, or how definite that it will happen. And the UFC spokesperson said more details should be released in due time. So we'll hear more about that. Let me see. Here's the Patriots games that he announced. This was kind of cool.
To bring back our people together through the power of sports, America 250 will also host a brand new, first of its kind youth athletes. It's a competition known as the Patriot Games, and it features top high school athletes from all 50 states. It's going to be great. And this phenomenal patriotic sporting event will be nationally televised, and it will be led by our great Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's really doing it good.
Interesting to have Bobby Kennedy in control of this. But that's cool. Hey, shout out to Eduardo. By the way, let me say hello to Rumble people. Are you aware? Good morning. Bread and Circus. I was commenting to a friend a couple weeks ago how similar the U.S. is today to Rome before it fell. I've thought about that a lot. I listened to Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, and I like the Roman one, the fall. You know, he has a couple of them, but the one with Caesar. Caesar ends up, obviously we know, ends up dying. That one, it made me think of the U.S. and where we are today. What's up, Blue? How we doing? And where we're at. And then you add this and now we have these games. I didn't think about these games added into it, but that's kind of interesting. I think this is cool though for high school athletes, man. You know what I mean? Like you get to compete in front of the whole country. What an honor, man. What an honor. I'm guessing they must be like track and field games or something. I don't know. We'll get more details, but I think it's a cool thing for these kids. I really do. Good afternoon, No Skim. Hello, Eduardo. How you doing? And Blue, you're back. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Remember the United States 59 Super Bowls to Europe 0. Just straight domination. Shout out to Eric John Pizza Artist and his bald eagle. That's a pizza, by the way, that he made. Check this out.
Are going to have special events in honor of America 250, and I even think we're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have. Does anybody watch UFC? The Great Dana Well. We're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this on the grounds of the White House. We have a lot of land there. We're going to build a little. We're not. Dana's going to do it. Dana's great, one of a kind. We're going to have a UFC fight, championship fight,
One of a kind,
full fight, like 25,000 people. And we're going to do that as part of 250.
25,000 people they're going to have there is the plan. 20 to 25,000. Talk about a pain in the ass for security clearance. Oh, that doesn't even count the maybe it does. Maybe it counts the workers and stuff like that, but still. And then the fighters themselves and their team. Oh, that is crazy. Conor McGregor is excited for it though. Let's see. Do I have anything else on this? Let's see. I got a lot of news to catch up on. Well, sticking into the realm of fighting, Tyson Fury is coming out of retirement. He's going to be boxing, not at the White House, but he's going to be boxing next year. And they're going to do the trilogy fight with God, what's that guy's name? The dude he's lost to twice. He's lost twice. Somehow they convinced him to do a trilogy fight, but he's going to end up fighting him. Blue says, man, I love that guy. No homo. You got 10 minutes and you got to get ready for work. All right, buddy. All right. Soon it's going to be like Qatar. Government pays the people. Yeah. Oh, my earpiece. Sorry. But yeah, Tyson Fury is coming out of retirement. Check this out. Check this play out the other day. Is this we're gonna cut the volume so then we don't. Check this out. Catch of the year. Is this catch of the year? Look at this guy. Why do videos on X always buffer out when you go big full screen? Because now you can't even see it. Oh man. Come on. What if we click into it?
Fastball away and green.
Nope, still same thing. Look at that catch, though. Look at that catch. Watch this. That was nasty. That was nasty. Dustin Poirier. He's got a lot on his plate, even baby making. Poirier says after his last fight, which is coming up here. Is that this weekend? This coming weekend? Yeah. Yeah, I know, Blue. Trust me, I know. Dustin Poirier looking forward to retirement. He says, I'm getting on steroids. Once the USADA stops knocking on my door, I'm getting jacked. So he's this will be the last time I'm ever at 155 in my life. After my fight, I'm getting on steroids. I'm getting jacked. Good for him, man. A lot of these athletes do that. Cowboy Cerrone did that, and he ended up coming back and fighting. He was too old, though. I mean, he was too old when he retired and old when he came back. You know what I mean? This is funny. You know, go Cougs. This was one of our signs when we played Colorado last year. Coach Prime slept with Shadur's mom. Love the Cougs. Love the Cougs. More on the tax stuff. Dude, we have another gambling scandal. Guardians pitcher Luis Ortiz is under investigation by MLB for breaking the league's rule on sports gambling. He's been placed on the non-disciplinary paid leave. I don't understand how these guys keep doing this stuff. This stuff, like this, these accusations are pretty damning because multiple times some of these sports books like FanDuel, DraftKings, and whatnot, they offer like the outcome of a pitch. So what is going to be the first pitch, you know, in the bottom of the second inning? You know, is it going to be a strike, a ball, a hit, all that kind of fun stuff? Well, he clearly, when bets came in on him to throw a ball, he clearly throws a ball. I think I retweeted one of them. Let's see. Right here. Watch this. Some bettors had came in and bet on him on this pitch to throw a ball. Now watch. I mean, he didn't even try. Now, you got to remember, this is a professional pitcher. They don't throw the ball that bad, dude. I mean, that's almost out of the batter box on the other side. Ugh. Crazy, man. Crazy. Now, maybe that's a one-off, and that would be a thing if it's a one-off. But there's multiple videos like this of bettors coming in, that clearly enough money coming in for him to throw a ball, to flag and get attention of some of these sports books, and every single time he threw a horrific pitch like this. Like, that's not even trying, dude. You're a professional pitcher. At least throw it at like high and tight or something like that. But then again, he has to make sure that the guy doesn't like try to swing at it, you know? He has to make sure the guy doesn't swing at it, make contact with it, and ruin the bet. So he just throws it in the dirt. And this isn't the only time it's happened. Right, Blue? Isn't it crazy? Also, let me know next time so I can get in on the action, okay? If you're going to throw away your career for a few bucks, I want to make some money off this. It's just wild. I can't believe these guys end up doing that. But this is it. The first alert, according to sources who reviewed them, was sent June 15th and triggered by an action on Ortiz's first pitch against the Seattle Mariners in the bottom of the second inning to be a ball or hit the batter. Ortiz opened the inning with a slider well outside the strike zone, what we just saw. The second alert, sent June 27th, referred to Ortiz's first pitch against the St. Louis Cardinals in the top of the third being a ball or hit the batter. Ortiz opened the inning with a slider even farther outside the strike zone. Both alerts flagged bets in Ohio, New York, and New Jersey, betting on the result of the first pitches offered by some sportsbook, which is, you can't get a lot of money down on it, but like still. Yeah, just hit the batter. Yeah, why don't you just hit the batter, make it not look so obvious? But then again, you do that, now you put a guy on first, whereas you throw a ball, you're not. Blue says he's guilty. He kind of seems like it. He kind of seems like it. We'll find out more as the investigation goes along, but that's just wild. Rumble announced they got a new premium section, so all premium content will be got its own special spot. I'll show you. So you go to the front page here, got your categories and whatnot. You continue watching now. Just like with sports, the For You, the reposts, the gaming section, all that kind of stuff. Are we up on the sports section right now, by the way? Are we? We are. Look at us right there. Shout out to Rumble. But now they have Rumble Premium. So now us creators, because if you're in the creator program, you have to create premium content. And now it's got its own section. So you can go look and see, okay, if I'm part of Rumble Premium, here's the bonus content that I get that not everyone does. And it's not even like the full stream. So like I started this stream. If I want to, I can change it to premium right now. People who don't have premium can still watch the first however long the stream is until it turns into premium. And then if you want to get the rest of the show, you have to be a premium member. Blue says so his career's over. I wonder how long it's been going on. Yeah, I'm more curious about what does he get out of it? Because you can't get that much money down, dude. You can't get that much money down. Later, Blue. We'll see you later, buddy. Have a good day. I'm going to be down your way in a couple weeks, Blue. I'm going to be in Vegas. It's hot down there. I saw like starting Tuesday, there's like 10 straight days of it being at least 108. Oh, man. But have a good day, buddy. Have a good day. Uh-oh. No, I don't want that. Yeah, he is a dumbass. Speaking of which, we're going to get off of here.